Over the next 7 days, I'll be competing with Okie Legend Outdoors in a trapping competition. And the rules are pretty simple. You can only use live traps and you can only have 2 traps out at a time. Animals are worth a certain amount of points depending on how hard they are to catch. And whoever has the most points at the end of day 7 is the winner. So that's how much each animal is worth, and let's get started on the first night. So I have a big trap and a small trap that I'm going to be using, and in the small trap I'm going to try to target some squirrels. So that's why I've got the graham crackers with the peanut butter as well as the dehydrated apples. And then I'm going to put a little bit of everything in the bigger trap as I'm going to try to target some raccoons. So we might also even catch a possum in the process by accident because they kind of like this bait too. Now I'm going to take this bait outside and we're going to set up some traps. The raccoon trap right here, I'm going to put somewhere in there because I think it'll camouflage it really nicely. Okay, so I've got it kind of under some stuff. I'm going to put some brush on it so it's a little more hidden, maybe just a little bit. And then I'm going to put the bait in and maybe put a little bit of leaves under there so the ground, like the metal isn't as like visible. Okay, so I've got the raccoon trap all set up. I've got some of these apple, dehydrated apple bites or whatever you want to call them outside of the trap. Most of them are inside the trap, mostly at the back of the trap. I got some leaves in here so it looks a little bit more natural. I should actually probably bring this back up like that. There we go. And then most of the food, including the graham crackers, peanut butter on them, is at the back, but I do have a couple chip chunks out here. For now I've got to set up the small trap with that bait. But as for this trap, I'll be back out tomorrow morning to check it. I think I'm going to try to set up this squirrel trap about like right in here somewhere. So I got this trap set up right here. I still got to put the bait in there. I'm not completely positive that a squirrel would set off this trap, because if you can see as I push down, I'm just giving it a little bit of weight and it takes a little while for it to actually go. So this trap is all set. I got some of the dehydrated apple up here. And then as you can see back in there, I got 1 marshmallow, some dehydrated apple, and the crackers. I kind of forgot to put out these 5 marshmallows at the raccoon trap, so I'm going to go back and do that, as well as set up a trail camera by that trap so we can see what goes on tonight. So I've got a trail camera set up right there, and it's not the best position, but it should work. We're just having this trap here for one night, unless it works really well and I decide to put it right back up here. But it covers right here, so I'll be checking this tomorrow. We'll see what we can get. It is the next morning, and I'm out checking the trap. The trap door is down. I don't see anything in there. I don't know how there's... Did wind just blow it? Or what happened? So we caught nothing. I'm gonna reset this trap. But I do have to check the squirrel trap, which is up there. We do have the trail camera, which appears to have knocked down. It's probably laying on the ground. Yeah, right there. I don't know if it would have caught it on here or not, but I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm not really sure how this, whatever was in here, got out. Walking up on trap number 2, and it's down as well. Oh, we got one. Possum. We got a possum. All right, perfect. Perfect. So that's 3 points, which is amazing. It's kind of a big one. It's got blood on its face. That is weird. Well, that's points on the board, so that's good. I'm just gonna open the trap and let him walk off on his own. Hopefully he notices. But yeah, that's good. We got 3 points to start things off. Okay, so he's on the lever, so I can't really... I'm gonna have to hold this up. I'm gonna have to set you guys down. Uh-oh, he don't want to leave. Run out, you're free. You're free. You are literally free. Dude, you gotta leave. There he goes. There he is right there. Can you guys see him? He's walking off. That's pretty cool. We got 3 points. We got a possum. And as for day 2, we're probably gonna set these traps up in different spots, but with like the same type of bait. But right now, we're gonna review the footage on the trail camera, and then we're gonna set up all the traps again. So in this first clip, there's the trap. Looks like there's a chipmunk down there, and I don't think that would set off the big trap, so that makes kind of sense. So that chipmunk was eating for a while, and now we've got something down here coming into the trap early in the morning. It was going towards it. Looks like it kind of backed off. Now it's going there. Oh, backed off again. It's not really sure, but it's eating outside of the trap. Yeah, it's a raccoon. Here he is again. You can tell he's really thinking about it. He's sticking around for a while. I don't know what he does. He's right by the trap, sniffing around, blowing around it. It's a smart raccoon, not the only, but I think the trap door is still up. Side. Not really sure what he's doing. Alright, here he is again. Oh, he's in the trap. He's right in the trap. What just happened? Did it go down? I honestly don't know. I don't see him walking out. Oh, there's another raccoon. Or is that the same one? I am so confused right now. Okay, so you can see right here as this is playing. Just look right there. You can see some movement. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's definitely still something in this trap. So it somehow must find a way to escape or something later on. I guess we'll just have to keep watching the footage to find out. Okay, so there's another raccoon down here. This one looks to be smaller, but it's definitely another raccoon. The trap door is closed. And there's another raccoon. See, there's his head. I don't know if this is the same one, if this is the escaped one, this is a new one. I have no clue, and it just walked off. He's in the corner, and is he like digging? Is he like digging to try to get the other one out? So what happened there, I'm not really sure. I think we caught one, but then maybe the trap didn't get set off and it got out or something. And then maybe since there's so many raccoons and stuff around the trap, maybe one of them triggered the trap by like reaching in and hitting it. I really don't know, to be honest, but there's a lot of raccoons around it and they were definitely involved, so we should probably set up the trap again. I won't put as much like brush on the bottom in case that had something to do with it, but I'm gonna try to do pretty much the same thing for day 2 because hopefully that'll work. I got the same bait out as yesterday, maybe a little bit less, and we're gonna go set out the trap. Alright, so I've got both traps set. Here's the small trap, the one that we're gonna try to get either a squirrel or a possum in. Kind of see how I laid out the food. I didn't put anything at the bottom of these traps today because I'm hoping that it won't do what happened with the raccoon, because that might have been the reason that we didn't get those raccoons. Maybe I had too much stuff in the way at the bottom of the trap and it like blocked it off or something. Because if something was to get jammed under that trap setting off panel or whatever you call it, the trigger I guess, then it wouldn't set off, and that might have been what happened. Oh wait, what? I just set out this trap. There's a chipmunk in it right now. If I can close the door, I have a chipmunk in my trap. And it just walked out of my trap. What in the world? I literally set this trap out 5 minutes ago. And I was just coming out here to set out the trail camera and video it. As much as I'd like to call that a catch, I guess it really wasn't, because it's not big enough to set off the trap and the trap door never closed on it. But you can see what I got in there. Some more marshmallows, some apples, some crackers with peanut butter on them. So same setup as last time. Hopefully this time we'll get a raccoon here. I've got lots of raccoons on camera here in the past, but I haven't had a camera up for a long time. But I'm gonna put one up on that tree and I'll be able to see whatever happens. Okay, the camera's set up on this tree, and I don't know if we'll get stuff on there because of all this brush in the way, but I think we should get a little bit. It might not be super easy to see, but hopefully we'll be able to see whatever walks by the trap. And now I'm a little worried that I may have set out this trap a little bit too early in the day, because we already had that chipmunk in there eating stuff, and by the time nighttime comes when the raccoons are out and stuff, this stuff might be gone. So I thought about it for a minute. I think the best idea for this is gonna be that I'm gonna just, okay, yeah, there's the chipmunk right there. This is gonna be a problem if I leave this open. I don't want all my food to be gone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the food that I have on the outside to the inside. I'm gonna close up this trap, and I'm gonna leave the other one because we might be able to catch a squirrel in that one. I think we might be able to set one off. But in this one, it's just a huge trap. It takes more weight to set it off. I'll come back out here before dark and I'll open it back up again, set it back up. Okay, it's all closed up, and I'll see you guys out here tonight. Okay, so here's the trap. I just opened it up and got the stuff in there. I'll just see. I'm probably not gonna be able to reach most of that stuff, but we'll have to go all the way in to get it, and hopefully this way they're not gonna just get a taste test and just leave because they're too scared of the trap. This way they have to go all the way in. But I'm about to leave to go fishing, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Alright guys, so I just got back from fishing like an hour ago. It's about 10 o'clock at night, and we found this old fish carcass, and I'm gonna go put it back in our trap, in the raccoon one, and this might just help us catch a raccoon. And I might as well check these traps while I'm out here, because you never know, maybe I'll have one and be able to reset it again. Okay, here's the possum trap, which is still got nothing in it, but looks like there's no bait in it. Looks like the bait was stolen by something. That does not make any sense. I'll figure that out in a minute. I'm gonna go check the other trap, but if the other one is full, maybe I'll just stick this in that one and try to catch a possum in it. Okay, I'm walking up on the other trap, and it's also open. So nothing has been caught yet. It's still very early in the night. But this should be a big boost. And it looks like some of the food is gone from here too. We still got a marshmallow back there. But I'm banking on getting a raccoon here. Something took this marshmallow out and ate it. I'm gonna just throw this back there. Actually, I missed. I didn't get all the way back. I'm gonna go throw this in the possum trap just so there's a chance for tomorrow. I'm not gonna catch anything in an empty trap. And I have no clue how the trap is empty right now. But I only got 7 days for this, so I need to make the most out of every night. So I gotta just at least have something in these traps. So take this right here, throw that in. If it actually go in, yeah, there you go. I guess we'll just have to check this again tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll have something in at least one of the traps. All right, guys, it's the next morning and we're walking up on the possum trap, which is still open. I expected that because there was no food in there last night when I came back here, and the marshmallow is gone too, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. What I'm probably gonna do for during the day today is I'll maybe just put some corn in the trap or something. That way we have something trying to catch stuff during the day, even though it might not work. That way maybe we'll get like a squirrel or something. But I'm not gonna put like any of the other good bait in there. And we're walking up on the other trap, and the trap door is down. Ooh, I hope there's something in there. Please be something in there. I can't even see from this angle. Uh-oh, it's looking kind of empty. I'm getting killed by bugs right now. But the trap is somehow empty. The bait is gone. I don't understand. Something must be wrong with this trap. Well, I'm gonna grab the chip and reopen this trap, and then I'll try to make a plan. Something must be wrong with that big trap because it got set off twice with nothing in it. I'm gonna check the chip and see what happened. So it looks like there's some birds and maybe some chipmunks that came by the trap after I first opened it, and we're trying to get some of the scraps, so that's why we didn't have a ton of it. And also this time is off, so don't worry about that. And this might just ruin our chances of seeing what happened. There's like a big leaf or something right in the way of the camera that I didn't see. Alright guys, there's a raccoon coming in right there. You can see he's on the outside. He's walking. He's on top of the trap. See what he does. He's right next to the trap. I think he's reaching his hands into the trap. I think. And you can kind of tell that there's nothing in the trap here, like a half hour following, so I don't know if he set it off yet or not because of this thing that's blocking it. It doesn't show me the door, which is like right here. Okay, now here's 2 raccoons. I'll click play here. There's 2 raccoons by the trap. I don't know if the last guy set off the trap by reaching his hand in there and hitting the lever or what, but I don't think they can get in right now. Oh yeah, the door is actually on the far side, I just remembered. But there's nothing in the trap in the morning. When it gets light, you can actually see stuff. So my guess is that one raccoon came right over here and he reached his hand in to grab the food and he hit the lever maybe. I'm not really sure what happened, but it doesn't make much sense. And then there's me checking the traps. Alright, so I got the little trap set for during the day today. Got some corn out here, and most of it is right there in the back of the trap. I hope they don't just like dig under it. I don't think they would, but I'm hoping to get a squirrel because they're worth 10 points. That would be huge. And as for the raccoon trap, I have no idea what to do. I thought about it for a while. I think what's happening is they're just coming over here. They're seeing the food is in the back of the trap. So they reach their little hands through these holes and they try to grab the food from there. And they probably set off this trap. They probably reach it in there like, boom. The trap's closed. Now nothing can even get in there. So how I plan on solving this is maybe I should put like a box or something around this trap so they can't reach through these little holes. And this trail camera was getting blocked by this little weed here, so I'm just gonna grab that and throw that away. Now hopefully I should get a clear picture tomorrow. I think I'm gonna leave it in the same spot because we got raccoon activity and hopefully I'll be able to get one. I'm not gonna bait this trap during the day because I don't think anything is active during the day that would set off this trap. It's big. It has to be big enough to set off the trap. This is kind of like dumpster diving. I'm in my own recycling bin trying to find something. This would work really good for the small trap, the possum one. But we're not really having issues with that, so I don't need it. I need a bigger box. And there's nothing big enough in here that I could possibly use. So I'm kind of in trouble. Unless I can somehow find another box, I guess what I'm probably going to do is just like put it in a spot where it's pretty much surrounded by thick stuff, so that way they can't really get in besides going through the front door. That's my best bet. I found some little apples in the woods, so I'm just gonna throw these into the trap and hopefully it'll help our odds for today. And okay, I'm gonna have to reset that. Alright guys, so I came up with a little bit of a midday plan here. I've got a couple apple chips. I'm gonna put this in the small trap, as well as this little tiny piece of peanut butter bread. I know squirrels really like peanut butter bread, and I think I might be able to catch one on that. And I changed up our setup a little bit, and I'll show you guys that right now. Guys, I was bringing the food back. We've got a chipmunk sitting in the trap right now. He's eating. He's not all the way in yet. I just want to watch him and see if he goes all the way in. That'd be really cool if I could see it. But maybe I should back off so he doesn't see me. He's on the trigger right now. He's on the trigger, and it's not setting off. I think he's too small for the trigger to set off. If I can get over there fast enough, I can close the trap on him. And I think it'll count. This is gonna be crazy. He's in the back of the trap. Right there. I figured I probably wouldn't make it in time. The stupid chipmunk is too small to set off this big trap. Or is it because there's an apple under there? He was literally in all the way. Would have caught him if there wasn't a little tiny apple under the trigger. Unless he's too small and it wouldn't set it off. I don't really know, to be honest. But I think he'll probably come back, hopefully. I'm not positive. He walked off in there somewhere, and I've seen this chipmunk around a lot recently. I feel like now that I got the apple out from under there, and I'm just gonna make sure nothing under there now, maybe we'll be able to catch him now. That was so intense. I almost closed the trap on him. I ran up to him when he started to run, so I ran, and I was just a little too far away to get there in time. Guys, I wanted to take a peek and see if he's there, and he certainly is. He's walking into the trap right now. See him? He's at the doorway. I just hope he goes to the back of it. He's not going in this time. Guys, his hiding spot was just exposed. He walked under that rock. He must live under there, maybe. Or else he's just taking shelter right now because maybe he saw me. I'm gonna just go away for a bit and I'll see what he does. It's finding ways to eat things through my trap. They're putting up all those leaves, they're all knocked down. So I think I'm gonna do... Oh, he's going. I was gonna go over there. and put up the leaves again, but he's going in this time. Okay guys, I got a little better of an angle. You can see him right before the lever in the trap. He hasn't got past there yet. He's kind of by the outside now. He's chubby as can be. Got a couple more sunflower seeds in there, and I don't see any possible way he'll be able to get to the back of that trap where the food is, besides coming in here and going through to the back. Just came back over here to check the trap. The chipmunk is in it. Didn't get set off yet. He just walked in. What is he at the back of it? I can't really tell. It's just too small to set this thing off. I'm gonna slowly walk over there. And if I can do it, if I can get to the trap very quietly, I might just be able to close it on him. But I would have to try to come in from behind where he can't see me. I'm on the other side of the trap. There he is. He just ran away. Oh, there's two chipmunks chasing each other. They're chasing each other around. There's two of them. I was just about to grab the trap and lift it up. They noticed me and ran out. Oh my gosh, the trap door is down. And it's empty again. And once again, the food is gone. I really do not understand at all. Not at all. Well, I reset the trap, but I don't understand how that trap, every time I check it, it's down, but there's nothing in it. Something is wrong with that trap, or something's wrong with what I'm doing, but I don't know what. I moved this trap a little bit so both sides are a little more covered. Hopefully nothing can reach its hands in and get the stuff the way it has been. And I have never had this many bugs on me my whole entire life. Look what we have here. The trap is down, but there's a chipmunk next to it. Hopefully his friend is in there. We meet again. Can you please just let me catch you next time? Thank you. There's his friend. No, he's not. Just bait up the coon trap for the night, and hopefully we'll do good. I gotta make sure the camera's on. And oh, the trap just closed right there. That's our problem. The trap is closing when there's literally nothing in it. And I'm setting it up good. Making sure I set it up good. Well, I don't have high hopes for this after what I just saw and what's been going on, but I don't know what else I could do. This is the only big trap I have. So, yeah, I only have 2 traps total. I just gotta hope that doesn't do what it just did again. I tried to force it as far as I could, but I gotta go inside. It's about to start thunderstorming, and we have steaks on the grill, so I need to eat. I threw some carrots, just like some little carrot bites in the small trap, and hopefully we'll get like a rabbit in here. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is the next day, and looks like my rabbit trap or possum trap or whatever would want to go in there. I baited it for rabbits, but apparently nothing went in there. There's still food in there, and I don't really understand why. I don't think anything's under the trigger. Well, I guess that was a fail, but we still have the raccoon trap, so hopefully that didn't just set off like it has been. Alright, the raccoon trap is up here, and it's set off. We got one, yes. It's a big raccoon. Let's go. That's a little creepy, man. He's got his hands hung out. That is so cool. We got a raccoon that's 8 points. That's huge for the challenge. I wish I had the trail camera so I could have videoed it, but that's awesome. I don't even care about the small trap now, as long as we got this guy. But now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna release him. He's right by there, right by the end. I think I'm gonna get some gloves on so that way I don't, get bit or anything. And then I'll just open up the trap. He's thankfully not on the lever, so it should be easy. I don't know why he's kind of like just curled up so weird with his arms out. He must have been trying to find a way out or something. Alright, I'm back with some gloves on just because I don't want to risk getting bit. But thankfully it's not on the lever, so I should just be able to open this up and it should just walk off pretty well. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a tree so you can see what happens, and then I have both in my hands. Alright guys, you can kind of see the trap. This is the best angle I can give you, unfortunately, but I'm gonna get these gloves on and try to release it. There he goes. He growled at me a little bit, but it wasn't like too bad. He was a lot smarter than the possum who didn't want to get out. But now we got 8 points and 3 points. So if you know how to do math, then 11 points we have. So that's pretty good, to be honest. I was going to switch my traps, try to get some new ones because of them not working very well. But I have a feeling that if we just keep up with this and I keep picking spots similar to this where the wind doesn't get as well, and I put it out right before dark, I think we can do pretty well. I'm thinking maybe I'll put some more corn here again and we'll see if we can get a squirrel instead of a bunch of chipmunks. So I got some little tiny little corn kernels in there and a couple sunflower seeds, as well as what we had before, which are the carrots and stuff. So hopefully we can get not a chipmunk to come in here and eat all of this, but something like a squirrel. Look who we have here. I was gonna put out these chips at the big trap, but we got a small chipmunk that will not set off the trap again. I think my best option is to just move the traps to a place where the chipmunks don't know it is. So that's why I brought it here. Hopefully they don't find it, and maybe a squirrel or something will. And I got a couple apple crisps in the back of this big trap, as well as a couple little carrot bites that fell on the ground while I was moving the trap. I'll be back here this afternoon to see if anything happened right before dark, and then I'll just move up the traps to a different spot. So we have a new spot for nighttime. Okay, here's the raccoon trap. We set it up pretty far away from where it was before, so I know we got other raccoons on camera, so maybe we'll get one of those. I don't think the same one's gonna go in, but we got a bunch of different foods in there, and we still got the small trap to go. Got the trail camera right on that tree. We'll see what we can do. So here's the smaller trap for possums or rabbits or whatever goes in there. Got some carrots and some apple stuff and peanut butter in the back, so hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna get out here before I get eat to death, but yeah, hopefully we'll get something tomorrow. We're walking up on the big raccoon trap. See if I got anything, and no, it's still wide open. Dang it. Kind of surprised on that one. We do have the trail camera to see if anything came by, but it looks like nothing happened. And it looks like we had the same thing happen with the second trap. Nothing's taken, so I guess it was just a bad night for trapping. So we didn't get anything for today, and I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna replace this trap right here, the small one, with my grandpa's trap. I think he's gonna lend me his, because I can get a small squirrel with it because it's set off more easily. And I've seen a lot of squirrels. We could have caught chipmunks, so that would have been huge. So for these last couple of days, I'm gonna target them. All right, we got a new small trap here. Hopefully this one works a little better. And let's see. Got some peanut butter bread in there and some apple chips, so I'm gonna leave that, and hopefully that does something good today. And I've got some real good meats for the big trap, some fat from a beef heart, so hopefully this does extra good. So here's the big trap. I'm gonna go bait that up. We still got some apples in there from last time that nothing bit. I've got to make this trap real quick because once again, bugs are terrible, but I see some raccoon traps literally right here. So this is literally the perfect spot. I actually probably should have flipped it around, but we got all that meat in there. So hopefully it does good. Got marshmallows, got all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna get out of here before I die. It's raining, but I'm going to check the trap. And it's empty. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I may look like I'm about to go to war in the middle of the summer, but I'm trying to protect myself from mosquitoes because it's been too miserable. Nothing in the small trap. It doesn't mean something wasn't in there, but just nothing set it off. Got some corn here, so I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in there. Give them some more. Put a little bit around it to just kind of be like an appetizer, a little bit of a front. A little bit going in. Then the big jackpot is right there at the back of the trap. Hopefully we'll get one later on today. I'm just gonna leave it out during the day. I don't know if this trap is loose enough of a trigger to set it off on a chipmunk, but we'll see. We're about to walk up on the raccoon trap, and I had pretty high hopes that we might have one. Alright guys, we're walking up and the trap is down. It's set off. Hopefully it didn't just set off randomly and there's actually something in it. I think I saw movement in there. What is that? What even is that? I think it's a possum. Oh, it's a really small possum, a baby possum. That is really cool. I've never seen one of those before. That's pretty cool. Give you guys a couple close looks at it before I release it. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems. It shouldn't be aggressive or anything, but alright, now I gotta release this guy. I'm gonna try to set up the camera the best I can. Okay, you guys can't really see too good, but I'll bring the trap over here. Okay, time to let this guy free. There he goes. Right out into there. And that is a successful 3 points. So that puts me at 14 points. And today is day 6, so we got all day today to try to catch something small if it works. And then we got tonight, and then tomorrow's the last day. So tonight is the last night for us to catch something. I'm gonna have to bait this thing up real good for tonight. And if I could get one more possum, that would put me at 17, which means I would win if he catches 2 raccoons, because I know he's really good at catching raccoons. So that's the goal, get another possum. But if I could get a raccoon again, that would put me at, what, math is hard, 22, which I would be also pretty confident in. So I'm just gonna reset this trap for during the day. I doubt anything is gonna come in here during the day, but it's so big. What's actually gonna get in there during the day besides, I don't know, maybe a rabbit or something? I think this is about as good as we're gonna do for today, and I'm very happy with that catch. It's also nice because lots of times the possums are pretty like aggressive, and it's nice that this one was small because it didn't really care. Just walked out real nice, and it's still worth the same amount of points. So I'd call that pretty successful. And I think I'm gonna just reset the trap in the same spot because I saw raccoon tracks right here. And I used to get them on camera all the time. I actually don't see any tracks anymore. I saw them last night, and I think I showed you guys. So, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna reset it right here and hope that either something else comes for the meat tonight. I gotta get thinking of what bait would work best, because this is gonna be our last night, our last chance to catch something. So I gotta make sure that the bait is really good so I have extra high chances of actually getting something. But that was a very successful night of trapping. Got something on the board, which is always good. And I think I'm gonna set up a trail camera for tomorrow night. I just fell over, but I'll set it up so that way you can see what happens on this last night. Hopefully it's something pretty cool. Okay guys, I just got confirmation that this trap is not setting off on chipmunks. I just watched one walk in there and trap didn't go off. So once again, we aren't able to catch little chipmunks. It would be helpful, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much. But I'm gonna try to get maybe a rabbit or something during the day if I can. I'm just gonna put out these 2 carrots and these buns and hope for the best, because why not? It's got today and then tomorrow, one night in between, and then it's done. So might as well give it our best shot while we can. It is now the afternoon and we are pulling out the big guns. We got a liver from, I think it's a beef liver, maybe a venison liver. I don't really remember. We got nothing in the small trap today, and we're about to go check the big trap. I left it open, but I doubt there's anything in it because it was just during the daytime. And there's anything really daytime active would really like. And then we're gonna set up half of this liver in both traps. Maybe we'll get a possum and a raccoon. But the point is to double our odds, and hopefully we get one of the 2. Alright guys, here's the first trap. It's getting a little dark out, so you probably can't see super well, and we're in the middle of the woods, but I put some of the juice from the liver on the outside and on the inside. That's just adding lots of scent. And we got half of a little liver in there. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll be able to get a possum. Now that I think about it, I should probably be a little bit more quiet because it's getting close to dark. Maybe these things can hear me. But the other trap, I'm gonna keep it in the same spot. And I mean, these livers smell so strong. I feel like there's no way that we don't get at least one possum or raccoon tonight, but we'll see. But yeah, that trap is set. And now we got about 100 yards that way, a different trap in the same spot as last night. So 2 different spots. Okay, I'm walking up on the big trap. We did leave it out all day. I doubt that it's down. And yeah, it's up like I expected. I'm gonna start whispering a bit here because this big trap is gonna make a big difference, and I'm gonna be really quiet, especially as it gets darker here. Wouldn't want to scare any animals away. I'm gonna throw this one in there. We still got some meat from yesterday, and I'm just got my fingers crossed to catch a big one today. All right, guys, it's hard to see, but this trap is also set. Just gotta keep my fingers crossed. This is pretty much it for the challenge. I feel like this is our do or die night. If we can get a possum and a raccoon tonight, I think we've got the win probably. If we get one of the two, I feel like it's probably 50-50. But if we get both, I think we will probably win this thing. So it all comes down to tonight. The liver is kind of like pulling out the big guns, and hopefully it works. And also, I kind of forgot the trail camera, and it's getting really dark, and I don't really want to be back out here with the bugs. So no trail camera today. As long as we get them, that's what's important. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning, where I will be all bundled up again, looking super weird, so I don't get killed by mosquitoes. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, I'm back out here for the last day of trapping. Whatever we get today, I mean this morning really, is probably all that we're gonna have, because I doubt that we'll get anything during the day. So this is the big moment. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 animals here. Trap number 1 is right over here. And it's still open. That's not good. Nothing in the first trap. The worst part is the food is gone. Any tracks or anything? Don't know what happened, but the food is gone, and the trap is still not set off, so not really sure what happened there, but we still have 1 more trap. Hopefully we have better luck with this trap, and nope, that one is also open. Well, that sucks. I'm not really sure how they didn't... I mean, we really trapped this area a lot, so I guess it's just so heavily trapped from a whole week of trapping. It's not very good right now, but it's probably it. We're probably gonna finish with 14 points. I guess just wasn't a good night. It was thunderstorming all night. Not great conditions for trapping, so that's probably the biggest reason we didn't get anything last night. But we haven't caught any daytime animals yet, so I'm gonna set these traps, not the big one, because the big one is pretty much done for, but I have a second small one, so I'll take out 2 small traps and I'll set them for whatever wants to come through during the day. Probably my best luck is a rabbit, because the squirrels and stuff won't set it off, but we'll see what happens, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. I'm not gonna give up hope completely just yet, because we still have 2 small traps that, I mean, we could get a rabbit, but I highly doubt it. And I do have a different idea. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it or not, but I'm gonna try something else. This is gonna be kind of crazy, but we'll see if it works. But first, we have this small trap and this other small trap. They're both the same size. One of them is the one that I've been using all challenge, and then the other one is the one that my grandpa gave me. They both, for some reason, haven't been able to catch chipmunks and squirrels, which are each worth 1 point, so that would have been kind of useful, but I don't know. I feel like it's rare to come upon a trap that can actually set off on stuff that's small without it being much smaller of a trap. So, anyways, I'm gonna try this and hopefully... Wait a second. I noticed why we didn't catch something in this small trap. You guys see this? That carrot is hidden right under the trap. And the bread. Watch what happens when I click down on this. We'll see if it works or not. Gotta push really hard, it's still not doing anything. This carrot is the true reason I didn't catch anything last night. Had I gotten even just 1 possum last night, I probably would have been just about done here. But the first trap, right here, we have got a bunch of corn in the back, a little carrot, and I mean, let's be honest, there's probably just gonna be a bunch of chipmunks that walk in there and don't get set off, but we'll see. Here's the second trap, and Same setup pretty much. Also some bread in there. No carrot though. And the corn. But I don't know what he got yet. And I'm kind of satisfied with where I am. But I feel like he's really good at catching raccoons. So if I could get above 16 points, or even just 16 points to tie, I feel like my odds would be way better. So I'm going to try something else. I'm going to see if this works. But for now, we've got this set out while I start working on my next idea. All right, guys, we're over by the trap that had the carrot in it last night. And there's a chipmunk. See him? He's trying to eat from the back of the trap. We'll see. Oh, no, he just ran. All right, I did some work, and you guys may have seen this before. Maybe not. But I got a string attached to a stick, which is on a bin. And look what happens when a squirrel or a chipmunk goes under there. Wait, nope, it's got to be tighter. Boom. Then I would have caught it. It would be in there. I'll walk up to it and I'd be like, yes, I finally got you. And I'd release it. Usually I wouldn't do this because you probably have to wait and just wait for an animal to come by, and it might be hours and hours and you might not see anything. And I just don't want to spend that kind of time on, you know, trying to get a chipmunk 1 point. But with the amount of times I see these 2 or 3 chipmunks, like there, I see it right now. I don't know if you guys can see it here. I'll zoom in. Right there, there's a chipmunk right there. See it moving? So what I'm trying to say is now is the perfect time to try to trap these, because I feel like I can get 2 points here. The big thing would be if I can get 3. To me, 3 points will put me over the amount that I feel like I would need to win. I feel like 16 is going to be that transitional number. I feel like right now, if I just quit here, I'd probably lose. And I still never know what he caught. He could have caught, you know, 1 animal and I win. Or he could have caught, you know, 10 and I could be blown out right now. But we'll see. I don't know yet. And I got to try this in order to have a better chance. All right, I got some bait in there, as you guys can see. And some on the outside to lead them in. And now it's pretty much just a waiting game. Hopefully they don't go to that trap, and if I lift it up, it's just food sitting there. So I'm not really gonna want to do that, because otherwise they'll just go to the one that's right in the wide open. So I'll leave that there. Actually, you know what? I might want to close this trap. Well, no, I'll leave it open just in case. Hopefully they go to this. Got the string right here. It leads all the way out to back here. So I can have this. I can come over here, peek around the corner, see if there's anything there, and then if there is, I can give it a nice swift pull. If I walk over here, maybe they'll come out on the other side. Guys, we've got a chipmunk in the area. Watch this, I'm gonna be really quiet. He's going for it, he's going for it. This is epic. This is so epic. He's about to go around the corner. He's about to go around the corner. He's going in. Not yet. I gotta be patient here. It's very difficult not to. He's about to be in. He's not in yet. He's not in yet. He's gotta go just a little further. Come on. Come on. Not sure if it's time yet. Oh, he's probably in right now. Ready? Got him. Oh, and he's out. Does that count? I mean, not really. I don't think that counts. He's got a bunch of stuff in his mouth. I'm not gonna count that. I think that would be cheating. I think he went through these holes on the side. So I'm gonna tape those up. Alright guys, so I think I just fixed our 2 biggest problems. The first one was that these holes on the side were enough for the chipmunks to get through. So I put some Packers and Bucks note cards that I made on both sides and taped them on. So now they shouldn't be able to get through it all. Another thing is, it was moving around a lot in there. I wouldn't have been surprised if it would have been able to somehow lift it up or bump into it enough where it flips or something like that. So I had a little bit of extra weight on the top. So I don't know if that's enough or not. I'm just gonna grab another handful just in case. Don't want too much weight or it falls, but that should be good. And I'm gonna be back in a little bit to check on this trap. There's a chipmunk right now, so actually I'm gonna stay out here. All right, guys, I waited out here for like 20 minutes. I didn't see anything. Then I went inside to get into short sleeves and a t-shirt, and I saw the 2 chipmunks chasing each other, and was a bird by the trap, but I didn't get either of them. I didn't even try to set it off because I got spooked off, but hopefully I'll get him now. I see a chipmunk. See that? He's gotta come down though. Here it comes, here it comes. It just went behind the live trap. Oh no, it's in the cage trap, see it? He's in the cage trap. He's about to go on the lever. See if it goes off. I doubt it, but we'll see. Yep, he's on the lever and it didn't go off. Dang it. Oh, it went off. It went off. Yes! Got him! I got him! I got him. He's in the live trap. He's in the cage trap and there's nothing he can do. It actually went off on him. Let's go. It took a while, but I got him. There he is. It's okay, little chipmunk. I'm gonna let you free in a second. That's plus 1 point at 15. I'm gonna go let him out of this before he has a panic attack and tries to get through. Yeah, he's trying to get through the hole. He shouldn't do that though. I'm gonna let him out. There you go, buddy. Buddy, right here. No, don't kill yourself. Dude, there's a hole in the trap, literally right here. This dude is dumb. He's literally got his head stuck in the hole. I'm not really sure what to do here. I'm gonna go get gloves and hopefully he figures it out, but I gotta do something. Okay guys, I was just going in to get like water to try to free this thing. I'm trying to get it wet to get it out, and I just saw it walk off. It's okay, which is good. I just came back and it was gone. So that's kind of like a miracle. And I think I'm probably done with this cage trap right now. We finally got one. That was not a pleasant experience trying to get that thing out. The good part is it's alive, it's doing well, it's out. And I still got the live trap because there's more than one chipmunk. We can try to get them too. Okay, I've got all the cage traps away. I'm done with that. I don't want to have to deal with trying to unstuck a chipmunk again. There's one by the basket though. Right now, it's a different one because there's like 3 of them here. So I'm gonna just try to get this one in the basket trap. Kind of covered up that spot, so hopefully they'll have to go in the basket now. There's one coming in. Get down and get up to the rope. It's right here. This string, I guess. Okay, here it is. Close enough. Wait till it goes in now. Now that chipmunk is on the pile of sticks that I put up trying to get it through there. He does not want to go in the basket. This might be the one that we had by the basket before, but there's also a bird right by the basket. That chipmunk is still over there. It's been like 5 minutes since I picked up the camera last. He's just trying to get his way in there. He does not want to be in the basket, that's clear. Then look behind us. There's one right there. Okay guys, so this same chipmunk just keeps going on the brush pile. So I put a trap there. It's closed. I'm not going to catch it because it's way too big, of course, and it's closed. But this is just to keep them off of that and decide to just go for where all the corn is, right in there. I have recruited a little chipmunk hunting friend. Here he is, Remy. We'll see if he can give us the extra luck that we need to get one in here. Got a chipmunk right there. He's trying to get around the big trap, but it doesn't like it. Stay, Remy, stay. Remy sees the chipmunk and he's going insane. He really wants to try to kill that thing. But he can't, because I told him to stay. We've got a different chipmunk arriving on the scene. Shh, Remy. Be quiet, Remy. Alright guys, I'm gonna go in for a little bit now, because I've been out here pretty much all morning. They get 1 point, which isn't bad, I guess, but a lot of work for 1 point. Got the trap still set up. I'll probably peek out here every 5-10 minutes or so sometimes, or I'll get busy into something, you know. My goal is 16 or 17, so 1 or 2 more chipmunks or squirrels or, you know, bird, whatever. I have until 5:30 tonight, because that's when I started on the first day. That's when I first set out the traps, so I got some time yet. It's only noon. It's been about 15 minutes. I'm back out here. I don't know if there's anything in there or not, but I'm gonna pull it real fast and we'll see. Oh, Remy, do you think we got one? Let's go. Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see if we got anything. Looks like nothing. Got one coming in. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I think I got him. See in there. Why do I not see him? Oh yeah, he's in there. That's cool. I can't really see him though, but he is in there. Time to let him free. There he goes. The plan for now is I'm gonna go inside for, you know, half hour, an hour, something like that. And I'm gonna work on actually editing a different video that you guys will probably have already seen at this point. The fishing one, fishing competition. And then I'm gonna come back out here and see if there's anything in there. I'm not even gonna be super careful about looking in there. I'm just gonna pull the trap and hopefully there's one in there. Oh, there's 2 of them back there and they both just left. There could be another one in the trap, you never know. Yeah, it's empty. I don't know if there's anything in there or not.
There is something in there.
What?
There is something in there.
Yeah. It's another point. Well, I've been checking this trap so many times, I just didn't expect there to be something in there. I would have recorded it better, but basically I walked up here, pulled it, and I've been doing this a bunch of times. I just hope there's something in there, and there just happened to be one. I'm gonna count that because I was right here, but it did somehow find its way under and out. I also had that happen with a different one way quicker through the holes. But I'm gonna count this one. I think it's fair because I walked up to it and I was looking in there for a minute, so I'm gonna say that counts as a point. I'm at 17 now. And honestly, that's really all that I need. I think I'll probably set this up again and try to get 1 or 2 more points if I can, but it's taken me a long time today. You guys just see the clips of me catching them and when they're right in front of me, but I've spent hours today trying to get them, so for 2 points, I don't know if it pays off or not, but we'll see how many points Zane scores and if it would have mattered or not. Don't think there's anything there. Nope, empty. It's been about another hour or so. Let's go see if we got anything in there. Nope, nothing. The chipmunks are starting to catch on to what I'm doing, but I'll keep trying. Maybe we can pull one more out. We have about 2 hours left, a little less than that until the challenge is over, so my hopes aren't the highest, but we'll see what happens. Nope. There's a rabbit right there. There's a rabbit. I might have to make a move on that. Let's see if there's anything here. Nothing in there. Then I'm gonna go get the rabbit trap. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could come up with a last second catch of a rabbit? So I got the big trap set up for rabbits. I didn't bring my phone, but I just got some corn in there. I had to throw something together really quick. I put it kind of where I saw the rabbit come from. I saw it run off a bit. But there's a chance it comes back and I maybe get a last second rabbit, which would be huge. And I got the string right here. If you look right around the corner, there's the basket. I haven't been over here much, so I don't think they'll expect me. They'll think I'm gone, maybe. Maybe I'll just be able to pull one out of here right before the buzzer beater. I just did a fact check to see when I started trapping on the first day, and it was at 5:27 p.m. It's currently 5:19 p.m., so got 18 minutes.
What?
We've got 1 minute. This is gonna be the last check, and the this is the end of our 7-day challenge after this, so see if it ends with something, but if not, that's fine too. We'll see. I doubt it. We'll see. And no, there's nothing there, which is fine. It's been a great 7 days and a lot of fun. But now it comes to an end. I'm just checking, we got nothing in the rabbit trap, so that's it. That's a wrap on this challenge. Well, that's gonna be it for the challenge. I ended up with 17 points, which I'm pretty happy with overall, but I don't know if I'll win or not. And I'll meet you guys over on this video. You'll see my comment probably whenever it's out. But at the time, I don't know if I won, I don't know if I lost, I don't know anything. But you guys will have to watch this video if you want to see if I win or not. And like I said, I'll be watching that. We'll see what happens. But huge shout out to Okie Legend Outdoors for doing this collab with me. It was a lot of fun, and he's a really good trapper. I'll admit he's a better trapper than I am, but the only thing I've ever trapped with is live traps, so that's why we had to do that for this video. But if I ever get into, you know, foot trapping, stuff like that, I'm going to learn about that a lot more. Then maybe we'll do a competition with some more real life trapping situations, because let's be honest, cage traps, they work sometimes, but there's a whole lot better ways to trap where you can catch a lot bigger stuff. But anyways, that was my submission. That was my week long of trapping, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.